OK, guys, roast chicken. It's one of the most phenomenal, comforting, gorgeous meals, and we all love it. Why don't we learn to take it up to the next level? I'm going to show you not one, but 2 ways to reinvent your Sunday roast. Mix it up and create something surprising this weekend. First, a show-off bird that demands your attention. Super tender with awesome finger-licking flavours. This is beer butt chicken. Yes, beer in butt of chicken. Beautiful. This method of cooking chicken was kind of American-based. It was based around the barbecue, but also it's kind of cowboy, so ooh. First, you need a dry rub, made with smoked paprika and cayenne pepper, then fennel seeds, coriander seeds, and just a touch of cumin. Finally, some dried chilies, brown sugar, salt and pepper, and whiz up. Have a little taste. Rubs are always going to be super intense, but try and use your brain anyway. Am I getting sugar? Am I getting some lightness from the fennel seeds? Do I want more savouriness, you know, from oregano or coriander seeds and stuff like that? So you can kind of tweak it to your liking. I want to rub it with oil, getting all the cracks and crannies, and then in with the rub, but I want to get it to stick to every part of it. Create what the barbecue boys would call a bark, okay? Which means like a kind of layer of flavour. It's going to kind of protect the chicken. It's also going to absorb into the kind of frying, cooking, roasting fat. And it's also just going to give that outside layer of chicken just a smash of flavour. This dish has got to have attitude. Next, it's time to raise the bar with a rather unusual way of keeping our chicken lovely and moist. The beer up the Jacksie. Now, this is something I've wanted to do for a long time, and I'm referring to the chicken right now. OK, so I've got about an inch left in there, the most exciting bit. We find ourselves a roasting tray, we find ourselves an orifice, and then we ease it down. That beer can is there for a reason. It will keep the chicken super moist and infuse it with a light beery flavour as it cooks in the oven at 200 degrees for an hour and 20 minutes. Baste it with good quality barbecue sauce 10 minutes before the end. While that cooks away, I want to show you another way to reinvent the roast with show-stopping bird number 2, chicken in crust. Why? Why would you put chicken in a crust? To keep in all the flavour. So, really simple, couple of kilos of flour. This is like blowout. This is the weekend. This is taking it to the next level. Mix up the basic pastry dough by adding water and a pinch of salt. This pastry crust is going to seal in the chicken, keeping it super juicy and tender. And when you serve it up, I guarantee it will look nothing like your guests have ever seen. Next, this is a weekend blowout feast, so I want to up the ante with an intense flavoured butter for my chicken. I'm pulling out all the stops. So I've got some gorgeous Girol mushrooms sizzling in some olive oil, butter and garlic. You know, you can hit it up with some lovely kind of woody mushroom herbs. Thyme, gorgeous. Marjoram, lovely, right? I want to pump up the flavour with dried mushrooms, any dried mushrooms. Some are expensive, some are cheap. Here's some porcini. You just go straight over with some boiling water from a kettle, just cover it. The flavour that will come out of there is ridiculous. Notice that the dried mushrooms now are limp and soft, even in a matter of a minute. So go in with the dried mushroom. Look at the colour of that water, OK? It's like Bovril. This is serious stuff. Leave those rich flavours to reduce and intensify. Time to prep the chicken. I'm going to use a spatula, and we're going to get that under the skin. So grab this little piece of skin here. Use your finger to separate the skin from the breast meat. Once you've got a couple of fingers in there, go in with this spatula. Once you've created the pockets under the skin, chop the cooked mushrooms with some chopped parsley and a teaspoon of truffle oil. Then simply squodge in a pack of butter. This flavoured butter, just ridiculous. Get it into little holes, carefully push it down into the chicken. Look at that, you've got flavour going all down that breast there. That's serious flavour. Now we're ready to put it in pastry. You want it to be about 1 centimetre thick. Then just going to take A nice little cut at the top here. Okay, so we've got two bits, a larger piece for the bottom into the tray. Tie it up nice and tight so it will stay put once inside the pastry. Now we're ready and raring to go. We're going to put that second bit of dough over the bird like this. Tuck her into bed. Then we can cut off the excess and we're ready to crimp it at the edge. We're keeping the humidity in, we're keeping the flavour in. It's all staying in. The whole theory of it is just amplifying flavour, and it's dramatic, and when you put that out on a Sunday roast table, everyone's going to go, what? What's that? Alien that's just landed on planet Earth? Put in the oven for an hour and a half at 180 degrees Celsius. Now the beer butt chicken. Here he is. Shiny, gorgeous, finger-licking good. Roasted in all of those beautiful, awesome spices. That is mega flavour. Just finish it with shredded spring onion, some coriander, a little bit of chilli, and that will be absolutely incredible. Then the chicken in a crust. It is something very, very special. Get in there, find the biggest knife you can find, get a cleaver, get a spade, right? Cut around the outside. Oh, chicken. And when you slice into it, you'll see exactly what happens. When have you ever seen chicken like that? Completely and utterly beautiful and tender and gorgeous. That lovely flavour under the skin. It's just ridiculoso. So guys, that's amazing chicken dishes that will blow your mind and completely reinvent the norm.